welcome back to this channel. So if you are new here, welcome. I am Spirit Soul, and I am giving you your intuitive transformational reading for this evening. So for those of you guys that are new to this channel, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading to the channel. And this message is for Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, what I'm feeling is that you are needing to ground. Like, grounding is the main message that I'm getting here. Is like a lot is coming in for you. There's a lot of intuitive messages coming in for you, like a lot of downloads that you are receiving, and it's like sources telling you to ground because they really need for you to understand these messages that you're getting. All right, they really need for you to understand these messages that you're getting. And what they're saying is it doesn't matter if everyone else is getting the messages, because I'm feeling like you're trying to, force everyone else to get the message, or force everyone else to get on board with whatever you're doing, or trying to get others to see the importance of whatever it is. And so sources like, don't worry about that. Like, they need you to really focus on you during this time. Like, there are so many things coming forth, and they need you to be in this place to receive what it is that you're receiving, because I'm feeling like that there is going to be some kind of project in the works for you, like some kind of major project that you're working on, or you've already worked on it. But you're trying to get this thing to come into fruition, and you're trying to get other people to play ball, and it's like they're not seeing the vision the same as you. And it's okay. You continue to apply, whatever it is that you're applying to this thing, and then they'll see it and they'll come around. That's what Source is saying, that they will eventually come around and see it as you see it. What Source is saying is like they just really need you to get out of your head. Like, they want you to get out of your head, because whatever it is that you are dealing with personally is like you're psyching yourself out a little bit. So Source is like, look, I need you to come out of your head. Don't psych yourself out or nothing like that. It's going to play out the way that it's going to play out. So no self-sabotaging, no telling yourself what you cannot do. Okay. I'm also feeling like you're feeling really creative. You're feeling really creative. Like, you feel like that you can take on the world, and that is the perfect energy to be in right now, because you actually can take on the world in this energy, because this is your energy. So this is the time where you are most creative, where your visions are most fluid, and things are just going to move in a direction that you need. But you have to be grounded. All right, you have to be centered, and you have to be balanced. So whatever you got to do, whether you got to go take some deep breaths or whatever, just do it. Okay. But yeah, Source is telling, like, get out of your head. Like, it's like, you feel like, in some ways you may feel like that you're going through a storm, right? But like, what I'm feeling is like the storm is an illusion. Like, it's not a big storm. It's not like something that you can't get yourself out of. It's like you're overthinking it. Like, you got too much. You have too much PPE on. You have too much protective equipment on. So the storm is not as bad as you believe it to be. So therefore, you don't need all of that equipment or all of that preparation. I'm hoping this makes sense to you guys, because I'm just trying to pull it out the air here. But you don't need to prepare as much as you're preparing for this particular thing, because this storm is kind of like an illusion. It's like you're going through a storm, but it's sunny all around you, type of deal. All right, so you got on all this rain gear and all this rain equipment, but it's sunny all around you. Okay, so that's what Source is like getting me to see. And then, like, it's like you're coming into some new perspective. I'm feeling like you're coming into some new perspective. Like, you're changing your way of thinking. And if you haven't changed your way of thinking, Source is like, look, I kind of need you to kind of revamp how you're thinking about this thing, the angle that you're looking at this thing in, because it's not that deep. What Source is telling me, something that you really need to like dive deep upon. You really need to dive deep on dealing with family issues, whether this is family, tribal issues, friendship type of issues, but there's some kind of family issue that's really holding you kind of in place, but you're still moving ahead. But this thing, every time you move ahead, this thing kind of like bring you back. So I'm not sure if there's some unresolved issues in your family that is needing to be considered here, but I'm feeling like, yeah, tribal type of issues, family type of issues, that type of vibe. You know, maybe it's something with your kids, maybe it's something that you got to kind of like work around, but it's definitely something dealing with family. So maybe some ancestral beliefs that some limiting beliefs that are kind of like also playing a big role in here. All right. And love, self-love, what I'm feeling like is like this love of self. It's like sources wanting you to really just nurture yourself. Like you've been working on inner child and you're like, you know, you've been nurturing the inner child and you've been thinking that, you know, you're doing well, but there's something dealing with self, like self-love, that is really needing some personal attention. Yeah. Because my heart just got really heavy. So I'm feeling like heart chakra, maybe like some definite heart work, some heart grounding work that is needed to take place. But you know, just really working on that, leading with love, leading with compassion, like really just going inward and doing some reflection and figuring out how you can allow yourself to, you know, remove the logic for a little bit and then come from a place of compassion, come from a place of love, come from a place of nurturing, so that you can begin to you know, deal with people at that level. Because I'm feeling like sometimes people may think that you're too harsh or you're too critical of them, and that's not really who you are. You actually really care, but because they can't feel that you care, then, you know, that is causing conflict, or that is causing, you know, things to come a little bit unraveled. But there is going to be it's going to be coming together here soon. But there's some internal work that is going to have to work itself out for you. All right. But just know that sources, like they're wanting to pour into you. Like they want to give you all of this information. Like they it's like your guides, your spirit team. Everybody is coming together to pour completely into you, to drop all of this magnificent energy down into you and give you all of the necessary resources and things that you need. Is like all available to you. All you have to do is really like just reach up and grab it, and it's going to be at your disposal. So really just looking at it from that angle versus the angle of what you can't have, because you can have it all. All right, you can have it all, and they are really trying to give it to you here, so you gotta want it. Okay, that's why they're wanting you to ground, so that you can really receive what it is that they're trying to give you. Because I don't think that you're really understanding the magnitude, all right, the magnitude of all that they're trying to give you. They're wanting to give you so much because they know that you can handle it. But in order to get it, you have to be in a place to receive it. You have to ground it. You have to ground that energy. Okay. It's not like they wanting you to go in isolation either. They still want you to kind of like be around people, but they want you to be observant of all of the energies that you're around, and making sure that those energies does not come in and like, you know, mess with anything that you got going on. So you can be around people, but just be very observant of the energies that you are around. Be very cautious of who you expose yourself to as well during this time, because again, this is a very sensitive time for you, Aquarius. All right, I'm not sure if you understand how sensitive this time is for you. All right, because there are some things that in months, and the next couple of months that's coming up, you're going to begin to see a lot of this thing coming. You're going to be like, whoa, I did not know this was going to happen. But you have to ground. So they need you clear-headed. They need you sound-minded. All right. What I'm seeing is that like getting in your sacral space a lot more. All right. Because this energy is so heavy and so intense for you, you definitely have to get into your sacral spaces a lot more and really call on your guides. So Aquarius, like, you got a habit of trying to do it all on your own and not even calling on you guys for help. All right. And I understand that, you know, some of you have a God-like complex or goddess-like complex, but they're like, look, That's what we're here for, and we need you to call on us when you need us. Like there's no way that you're going to be able to tackle this entire thing on your own. That's what they're saying. Like, there's no way that you're going to be able to tackle this entire thing on your own. So you are going to literally have to call on them when you need assistance. All right. And then that's when they're going to come in. They're going to lighten the load for you, but you can't do it all on your own. So get out of your own way. Aquarius, get out of your own way, because right now you are the only thing that's blocking you. All right. And you have access. You have all of this at your disposal. They just want you to come on, grab it. Like, you got it. Okay. You got it. All right. And then you're going to see that it's going to be a community of you guys coming together and doing something. Like, it's good. You're going to be working with a collective on something. Okay. So I don't know if some of you all are trying to do projects or going to do projects with a group of people, but there's going to be like a community, and it's not going to be like, you signing a contract with this person. No, y'all going to work together on the same things, but you're still going to be in charge of your piece, and they're still going to be in charge of their piece. But you are going to do some collaborative, work. And it looks like you begin to see who you really are. All right, you're beginning to see who you really are. You're beginning to see what you're really capable of. You're beginning to understand what this journey is all about. And so what sources, this is my baby, y'all. What sources want you to do is just continue to absorb that new energy. Continue to absorb that new feeling that you're coming into, that newness of yourself, and nurture that newness of yourself so that you don't get burned out. But you don't have to worry about anyone manipulating you. All right, because I know that there's some worry. I'm feeling like there's some worry of some form of manipulation. You don't have to worry about anyone manipulating you. That's what's the purpose of you calling on your team, calling on your guys when you need them. But Aquarius, this is what you've been waiting for. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. Please get yourself in a position to be ready to receive what's coming for you. Do not mess this up. All right. Don't mess this up by self-sabotage. Don't mess this up by being in your head. Okay. You're going to have to come out of your head for this. You're going to have to work with your guides for this. You're going to have to ground for this. This is the moment that you'll be waiting on. So I hope that you're ready. So if you like this message, go ahead and drop me a comment down below, and I'll holler at you.